how you doing? For those of you who are new here, I'm Sandy. I do knitting, sewing, crafting, embroidery, everything. I do the crafts. So, today we are going to talk about something. If you have ever put craft into Google and or DIY into Google, they'll just probably come up on one of your ads at some point. It is the DIY fashion bag best gift for you from Best Fashion Solutions Kit. Forgot to warn you, if you're using headphones, there's some plastic in this video. So this is for their Cambridge bag. I actually have already made one of these. And then I went in and bought more because I like the color. So I'm a glutton for punishment. Glutton for punishment. So this is the green one. So we're gonna open up the package. One thing to note, so I brought scissors here. There we go. So, this bag, I have my laptop down here that I'm reading off of so that you can know this is all accurate. So I've already done a blog post of this. If you're looking at the blog post, it'll be the brown one. So I've opened up the package. So let's look at what it comes with piece by piece. I have no room here. It's supposed to make kind of a Cambridge satchel. So you'll notice all the pieces are cut and they're kind of, camera's over here, Sans, perforated. These ones aren't as well perforated as the brown one. Hardware is already installed on some pieces, which is handy. Ooh. Bit of like a plasticky smell. And yeah, there's some snaps. So, you know, you got all your pieces of the bag. Yeah, the perforation isn't as hard on this one. But there's little punchies there. Little bits and bobs of your bag. You have your strap and your toolkit. Your toolkit includes, it's actually not a bad little toolkit. It includes some snaps. Love these. Waxed thread in white, much like the picture. A little screwdriver for some of the hardware. This one only comes with one needle. The other kits came with like 4. Yeah, darning needle. It's not sharp. Only came with 1. The last ones came, I think, with 3 or 4. I'm gonna lose that in 2 minutes. And then just some basic hardware for the bag. So, one thing that is most notably missing, instructions, which is partly why I am going to do this on camera a little bit. So, the claims they make, I'll read you right off their website. Zero-based can also do. Leather has been punched. DIY yourself. The perfect gift for friends, parents, sisters, girlfriends. The product only provides all the accessories of the bag, which needs to be completed with hand, which will give the bag full of love. Just some pictures, dimensions. Yeah, so, first things first, leather. I actually don't think they have it, or do they now? Brand, niche design, material, cow leather and microfiber, color, blue, white, yellow, black, brown, bubble terracotta, weight 560 grams, size, shoulder strap length, adjustable, item, DIY, Cambridge bag, bag opening method, double magnetic buckle. So, leather. Do I think this is leather? I don't know. Leather is very easy to fake really well. For the price I paid, it's on sale right now. To be fair though, I'm filming this early, it is Black Friday. So it's apparently, oh no, I don't think it's on sale. It's originally apparently $140. they're on sale for $39. That's USD. I think I paid about that for this, maybe a bit cheaper. Like I said, I saw the ads and I couldn't help myself. So yeah, so it's missing instructions. Do I think it's leather? I mean, this is the issue, because it's double coated, so it would be 2 pieces of leather stuck together. But even you can fake leather backing. The only really way to know something's 100% leather is to buy it from a reputable source, and I don't think Best Fashion Solutions is. I don't know. If it is fake, ooh, shadoodles, there's a bit of a, can you see that? It's like a bit of a scratch right here. I don't think it's showing up on camera. I don't know. If it's fake, it's a nice fake. Like, it doesn't feel like a bad material. It feels a little closer to something you'd buy in Penny's than something you'd buy in Brown Thomas. So a little more Payless than Holtz, you know? So, yeah, I don't know. I'm not good enough at leather to tell if it's fake, especially since it's backed. You can't see the back of it. So, I don't know. Is it real leather? My best guess would be probably not. But, you know, that's alright. It's cute. So, the first thing you have to do is figure out what you're doing, obviously. One thing to note. There's lots of things to note. Okay, we're gonna start with this front piece. So there's a little pocket at the front. It's a Cambridge satchel. You know what I mean? So these are the main pieces of the bag. Actually, I know a better way to do this. Huh? So this is the first one I made. The main thing we have to note is on here I did these two a different way, which bothers me. So I need to make sure on this one, I don't screw that up. This is the brown. Do they call it brown? What do they call this? Brown. This brown doesn't look like their website. This is more of a British tan. On their website, it's more of a chocolate brown. Again, we're dealing with Best Fashion Solutions. DIY fashion bag, best gift for you. So, like, pretty much everything take with a grain of salt, you know what I'm saying? I was just surprised it came together. So, I think we should start. Let's start by attaching the front pocket to in here. So, is this the front? No, that's that piece. I think when I did this bit last because it's easier to kind of get around in here with this. So, front pocket piece. Let me find that. This, and I want the small little rounders. So, these two guys. So, yeah. So, then we are going to take our needle that only came with one. I'm trying really hard not to be salty about that, but I kind of am. Like, oh no, it came with 3. They're in here. We're good. Okay. Look at my stems first. I don't know. I just have such a talent for losing darning needles. I don't know where they go. I know where they go. They go to the Secret World of Og, obviously. That's the only logical explanation. Shadoodles! See, I think I already just lost one. Oh, I found it. There it is. This is quality content, guys. Quality content. If you're wondering, well, I'll do that later. Oh, shadoodles, I just got dust in my eye. So, waxed thread. Waxed thread is appropriate for this because it's a bit stronger than yesterday. From here to here is about 1 meter. Fingertip to this, so that's about how much I took. That is probably too much thread, just so you know. I'm probably going to regret that later. Alrighty, So, boom. I am not doubling my thread because I don't want to. Making a knot, boom, kind of fajula it, and then get the ish through, and that makes a nice big knot. Did I really just teach you how to do a knot? Yes, I did. So, it looks to me like this side is a bit more square and this side, or a bit more rounded, and this side's a bit more square. So I think I'll do the rounded side at the top. So yeah, this is gonna need a back stitch. I want the knot to be hidden inside. So I'm gonna put it through the second perforation here. And then same here. So the second, no, the rounder side has to be on the bottom because that's where this connects. So this has to be at the top. Maybe, actually, you know what would be a better idea here? This is why kits need to come with instructions, by the way. What would be a better idea is if I connected these pieces first. So, I want to make sure, I have to rethread this now. I want to be sure that I, don't go insane. That's what I want to be sure of. No promises on this one. So boom. Basically, yeah, I want my knot to be inside, so I'm going to go down the second. This is a very weird way to sew. Boom. Same with this one, second. Okay, so we just learned a very valuable lesson here. This needle can perforate the leather. Yeah, okay. So, I did this the brown one, a while back, so I'm trying to like remember as best I can for you guys. So, back stitch. So the reason why we put it in the second is because we want to put this one through the first. So basically my goal for this is I want to make sure that I messed it up a couple times on this bag. So if you look here, see how this one I forgot to put an even here? There isn't something, or that's actually not even the best example of it. Where is it? I found it the other day and it's been bugging me. I literally did not. Here we go. Okay, so here, see how I skipped one there? I don't want that. I want that running look all throughout. So that's what we're aiming for here. That's why I'm thinking the back stitch. So that's why we go in the second one and then out the first. So I think I've already screwed this up somehow, but I don't really know how. Don't worry about how the inside of your bag looks. People go looking at the inside of the bag. That's their own sickness. So actually, yeah, I'm going to double this one up because whatever, it's my first stitch. So I'm going back in through the first bit I put it in. How's your December going? And then out through here to make a stitch, because what you also want to avoid is you want to avoid on the underside, because this is what the back of the back stitch looks. You don't want that on the front. Like the only time you can really see it on the front is inside this handle. But again, if somebody's looking inside the handle of your bag, that's their issue, not yours. So anyway, I don't know what day this is coming out on because I'm disorganized. Also, I don't know how long it'll take me to finish this bag. But yeah, doing the little Vlogmas thing. Yeah, so now I'm going back in through the stitch. Have I forgotten how to back stitch? Oh no, I'm going one forward. There we go. Okay, let me figure it out. Going in. One forward. And one back. Again, it's a doll, but if you get a little, it's a doll needle, but if you get a little poke unexpectedly, it can hurt. So that's that piece attached. Is it the sturdiest? I don't know. I think it'll honestly probably be sturdier once you get it all. It's fine. Like I said, I've actually used this one. It hasn't fallen apart, so pretty confident in my sewing skills. No biggie. I want to tie a real knot for this, so I'm just going to knot my tail here with it to really fit in. The issue with wax thread is the knots can sometimes come a bit undone. I read somewhere one way to prevent that is to hit the thread with a hairdryer to kind of melt the wax in place. I'm not sure about that. Just I'm not sure a hairdryer would get hot enough in a way. Probably, but you know, okay, good. Now you do want to leave a bit of a tail for your knot. If you leave too little of a tail, your knot will come out in 2 minutes, just because it's too easy. So I'm only going to leave about that much, just to kind of give it some stability. And again, I don't care what the inside of my bag looks like, because if people want to judge the inside of my bag, they can get a life. So we're making another knot, wrapping it around, finagling. That didn't work. It's a new method I'm trying. Don't like it. Do the circle method, wrap around your needle 3 times, and then run it along the length of your thread. And oh my goodness, look at that knot. Okay, so now that we have this as one, we can do this. So we obviously want the buttons facing out. So again, just to remind you, and mostly me, we're making this bit and attaching this here to this. So, it helps if you're a more functional human being than me. Once again, we go into the second perforation there. Pull it through, and now I want to make sure that I have this on the outside and my knot on the inside. So that's just something to do a little, I think I just screwed this up already. Because that's, okay. Again, this is why we need instructions. And this is, it's been a while actually, I shouldn't give myself so much. It is the second time I've made this, but it also was a while ago, so. I think I've worn this bag 2 to 3 times, which, considering I leave the house, like it's not the biggest. It fits my new wallet, it didn't fit my old wallet. Okay, so I want to go in here on this one on the second. And just double check that that's the right way, because nothing is more devastating than having to start something a million times. Is that the right way? Yes, and then put that through the second one here. Just double checking that that will fit right. No, that will not. That goes here and we're working. No, we're not. What on earth? Okay, so that's the issue. It's the other side. Yeah, I've worn it maybe 2 or 3 times, which is a lot. I mean, before lockdown, I really only left the house a couple times a week because I work from home anyway, and I work from home anyway. And here we go. Okay, so this is how you want it to lay. Double, triple check it because it's sneaky. So yeah, like I don't leave the house much anyway, to be honest. So maybe if I do it like this. So I put it through the second one here, and now I'm putting it through the first hole here and here to attach it. And that's just how it's gonna be. decided. So, oh, I think you had to do some sort of a funny stitch for this in order to get it to look right. So then I'm putting it in this one, the second hole down on this. Yes, okay, you have to do like a really weird stitch here to get it to look, because like I said, you don't want this running here, you want it like, like cute little dots, not like a weird chainy line. So then I have to put it out, or put it in the one I put my knot in, into here. This is probably helping like nobody who bought this kit. So did I just screw that up? No. Okay. So yes, you put your knot in there and then yes, okay. Maybe 1, 2, 1, 2, and then I think you can come out the third one on both sides. This really is not as well perforated as the other one. So that's interesting to note as well. So yes, I'm putting it in the third hole on each side. And then on the front, to get that stitch and not make it look like you skipped a stitch, you put it back through here, but just through one layer to the back. So it's a strange stitch. The inside looks very barry. It's almost like I don't know what it's almost like. It's almost like nothing that I've ever seen before. And then you do kind of the same thing. You put it through, I'm going to put it through the fourth hole on here to see what happens. Then back through both of the third holes to get the stitch. And then, so now it's on this side and then back through here into the middle. Or I could even put it straight into the, yeah, actually, yeah, let's do that. So then we put it from here and it peeks through, which brings us there, and that's the next stitch we need to do. So there you go. Maybe this does actually make sense. And then can I peek it through here? Yes, good. But then we come here and we need to hide it behind so that we get a stitch, not a chain. So it's just, it takes some finagling, but so does life. And then yeah, so you see we got like the bump, 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 and then the back looks weird. So, we're gonna keep doing that. I'm gonna go do it on the couch because I want to relax and watch some Housewives while I do this. This is a really good TV sewing project, by the way, because it doesn't take, like, aside from that minute where I had to figure out what to do, it doesn't take a lot of brain power. Like even I'm doing it now, just poking it through. These perforations are not good. Anyway, it doesn't take like a lot of brain power. So I'm gonna go finish this, and then before I move on to the next step, I'll be back. See you soon. Do you want to do some sewing? You wanna let mommy sit down? No? Baxter! Looks like I'm on the other side of the couch. Okay, so it's been a couple days and I haven't really worked on this project because I sat down to go do this bit that I finished. The corners were a bit tough, but that's just life. So anyway, I went down to finish it and I promptly lost my thread. Like, I could not find it. I spent about an hour looking for it. I don't know where it went. Eventually I found it. I picked up something on the other side of the room and it like fell out of it. So I don't know what went on there. I tried figuring it out and it was making me crazy, so I just accepted it. But it did inspire me to think maybe I should sew on all the parts I'm likely to lose. So that means that these front bits, the handle, and these side bits. So for that, I'm gonna take buckle side front. There was a scratch. Oh, there's a bit of glue there. But there's a bit of a scratch there. Basically, whichever side you want your bag front to be. I'm gonna go here because the scratch will bug me less than the excess glue. So sandwich that with these guys. You may make sure these are facing so that you can clip up your bag. You know, the strap, I'm going to actually just sew around before, or yeah, because the thing is, it, like, this bit doesn't attach to anything, but you still want the stitching, so I'm going to sew it down and then make sure I do the stitching, obviously for aesthetics. Even on this bit, I'm going to sew around, even though it's not attached to everything, just because it looks nice. I don't know, I'm thinking the only way I'm going to fix this is if I put a little bit of glue once I get the clips on. Because the clips don't really do anything, so like the buckles, so they're not like functional. So that's something to consider. And then I have the panels that go on the side, so this bit, I'm going to sew these on here just because I'm going to lose this stuff and then it's going to be a thing, and I just don't want it to be a thing. Anyway, so it's really early in the morning right now. I woke up early for no good reason. So sorry if that made less than sense. But yeah, I'll see you after I've had some coffee and while I'm sewing this. Yes, coffee. All right, so I am slightly more awake and we have these bits attached. When you do this, I forgot to say, make sure you put the hardware in. So literally you just fold it over, sew it down. So that's done. And then that's on and this is on. The only part left to do on this is to put these little screws in. So start at the top, take one of the little in ones. There's two pieces to the screw sets. There's like the screw bit that has like the treads on it, and then there's this bit that's like for the treads to go into, and they give you 3 extra, it appears, so that's actually surprising. Couldn't put instructions in, but 3 extra bits. So what you do is you pretty much just pop this one through the hole first, because you want to give the screw something to go into. Take the screw, put it on the bottom, comes with a cute little screwdriver, and pretend you're a construction worker. Which is about as close as I will get. I don't know. Power tools and like furniture scares me because I feel like they're much more high risk. And a lot of things scare me. So next up, we want to kind of attach everything. So we have this bit left that goes onto here, and then this bit goes onto here. So I'm going to attach this to this because it's going to be a lot easier if you don't have to go like inside the bag to get the seam. So I'm going to do that and then we'll be back. Okay, so I was sewing this as one would, and I got to the end and I noticed that like there's 2 extra holes here. I don't know if you can see it. Is it just my... No, it's not my camera. I don't know. What are you doing, Baxter? Life. That there's 2 extra holes at the top. So, because I started this one right at the top like a normal person would. So I measured it and the distance is literally a centimeter off. Like that's not straight. Even a little bit. So I'm gonna unpick it. And I figure since there's 2 holes here, if I start it a hole down, just kind of hope for the best. So yeah, it sucks having to unpick it because it does kind of take a while. But there we go. Who knows? Yeah, like that's not... Oh god. god, it's even worse when I look at it on camera. Is it not straight on this one? Oh, it's pretty, I don't know. Anyway, something to look out for. Okay, so we're coming into the home stretch. I've attached this properly. What I ended up doing was I started first off one peg down, and then I did this bit and then this bit, so at least that way if I had to finagle it, I had the kind of forgiveness of this to like pull, you know what I'm saying? So one thing to note on the next step, which is, I do believe the second to last step, is attaching it all together. One thing to note is down here, I made this mistake on this bag. Or do I like it like this? No, it's been kind of bugging me because these should go the same way, but I overlapped this one different from this one. So it's just something to note on this one when I attach these two pieces together. Okay, so I have to put this one over this one. I mean, look, it's not the biggest deal. And even I guess it does look a bit balanced because it means that they like, I don't know. They like intersect. But then a part of me just wonders if it would have looked better. And it doesn't like bug me, but it bugs me enough that I notice it. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to slap these together this way. Doing it already. Boom. Attach it to that. And attach it to that. Yay. It's gonna be good. Hey, so yay, I finished the bag last night. Baxter has sort of come up to say hello. Look up, look at the camera, sweetie. There we go. There he is. Yeah, so I finished it last night. The sewing took a while. The finickiest seam is this one right here because, I mean, you just have to go in. A part of me almost, well, I don't know. A part of me almost wishes I'd sewn it to this first and then done this after, but I don't know if that honestly would have been any easier. I think the fact that you're sewing on the inside, and I ended up on both these seams starting up and going down in case whatever happened here happened again, just to be extra safe. So now we're gonna put on the strap together. So I have this buckle one, so obviously we want to make sure that the buckle faces the right way. My other bag for reference. I am the absolute worst for messing up stuff like this, so I always double, triple, extra check. So yes, so the buckle then faces that way. Also, I just noticed one of the little closey thing here. Does that not go on the other side though? No, that goes on the buckle side. This thing you also may want to make sure it's facing in because there's some hardware there. So we string it through. Why is there post-it notes? I film at my kitchen table because I don't have a better spot right now until our renovations are done. If our renovations ever get done. And yeah, so there was some leather stuck in there. So I'm just going to poke that out. Didn't really tear like leather, but we'll talk about that in a second. Outside first. So you have something to put this into. And these holes are a lot tighter than the other ones, just the ones on the bag flap, so I don't know if that's good or bad. Yeah, I've also noticed the stitching on the strap is a lot thinner than, well, I mean, it's machine stitched, right? But it's like a lot thinner than the thread they give you for the bag. So that's interesting to note as well. I suppose if you do this wrong though, you could always just unscrew these and redo it. I kind of like the idea of having it so that you can give your bag a little like refresher screw every so often when it needs it. So then There's that one I lost. I have no idea where that went. So then, yeah, so let's have a little chat about, again, you want to make sure this side faces that way and that you don't accidentally put it through 2 of the buckle holes. Let's have a chat about this bag. So this kit, I mean, I've done it twice now. I bought the second kit so I could trace the pattern and I didn't. Oh well, guess that's not happening. Because I don't want to do a third of these. It's not that I don't want to do a third of these. I'd just rather, I'm sure I can find a Cambridge satchel bag pattern somewhere on the internet. But no, I mean, look, it's not a bad kit. The biggest issue, obviously, is that it doesn't come with instructions. Like, that's inexcusable. But I mean, the first one, this one's very intuitive. Like, it's very easy to kind of logic out. You just spend a minute looking at the pictures and just being like, okay. Like, it's not hard. I mean, I used a back stitch because it's the strongest stitch. Yeah, like, it's something you can kind of logic out. I think it's not a bad bag. Like, is it worth 40 bucks? Maybe. Did I have $40 worth of fun on the first one? Yeah. This one, I don't know. It's like, it's a good bag. This is the thing that I'm having issues dissing it, because there's a lot of negative things I can say. I mean, obviously, probably my biggest gripe is on this kit how this isn't finished. So I don't know what I'm going to do there, but I need to cover that with something. It doesn't look good. So maybe once I put the buckles on, you know, it just doesn't look good. And this wouldn't fit through here, so this isn't supposed to be, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, the buckles flailing about wildly isn't my favorite design feature. Do these even fit in here? I'm thinking I might glue them down on both bags. This one I did on the second hole. Yeah, I'm thinking I might glue them down on both bags just to kind of give it a bit more of a... I mean, it just makes the buckles look like they're functional. Because they're not functional buckles, you know? These buckles are tight. What's interesting is that I ordered this kit after the brown one. And so a part of me is wondering if some of the quality issues are because of that. You know, it could just be because of the color though. I mean, like, look, it's from DIY or Best Fashion Solutions. You know what I mean? Like, they're not really the most reputable. That is tight. Is that the same way on this? No, that one fits. Yeah, like, that's a really tight buckle. I could just glue this down. Just glue that there. That would cover it. Yeah. So now I need some glue. But no, I mean, yeah, like, I think a lot of when you order stuff online from these kind of, like, let's be honest, your dodgier companies, a lot of it is expectation management. I mean, with this, I was just happy it showed up. Like, but no, it's not a bad bag. Like, I had fun. If I had friends, moving as an adult is tough. But you know, if you have a lot of friends who like DIY, or like even a bachelorette party, getting a kit of these each with some like champagne, like that would have been I had a top-notch bachelorette party, I'm not gonna say. But you know, it would be like a good idea, or like a birthday party, just to have like a little crafty fun kit. Like, I don't know. It's tough because it's like, I don't hate this kit. Obviously, I bought it a second time. Like, I don't hate it. I think it's a good little activity. The green one, I'm just questioning the quality of and why it's so vastly different. I think this would also look cuter with gold hardware, even on the brown one. But I just prefer gold, so that's me. So overall, do I recommend this kit? I don't know. It's tough for me not to, because it came out with a cute bag. The leather question is probably the biggest question, because it says it's genuine cowhide leather. I don't know if I believe that. To be fair, I'm not an expert at leather, but leather is the easiest thing to fake. Like, you can fake leather so easy because it's, I mean, look, we put a lot of technology into faking leather, right? So it's quite easily faked. So I don't know if this is... Also, the quality of leather that we have kind of gotten used to has lessened because as leather has become cheaper, I mean, they found cheaper ways. So you're getting, like, there's certain parts of the hide that can be used for different things. So only part of the leather can be used for, only part of the hide can be used for soles. Part of it is used in, you know, they're nicer. So this could very well just be from a less nice piece. And it's backed. I think I would be more surprised if it was leather than if it was plastic. Because, you know, I mean, it smells a bit like leather. I don't know, but that's the thing. We have really good leather dupes. So all up though, I mean, look, at the end of the day, these are cute bags that I'm going to use once I glue the buckles down. So that's, I think, what matters the most. And I had fun making them. I mean, it's a backstitch. But yeah, it really actually does suck because if these had instructions, they'd be perfect for beginners. But I don't know. I've also really wanted to sew like nice bags for a while, and I think it was good kind of just having an overview of how it goes together. This is the most disorganized thing in the world because I just don't know how I feel about it. Like, I want to say, yeah, go get it. You get a cute little Cambridge satchel. Like, that's cute. And I like that the green has the brown on it, you know? They're cute bags. But at the same time, you're paying $40 for a bag that might be not leather, and you have to assemble it yourself. It just, you know. But if I saw this at Penny's, I'd pay like 20 for it, 20 euro. So 30, what's the exchange rate? I don't even know. But you know what I mean? Like, it's cute. I've worn this one, you know. Before lockdown, I wore this one quite a bit. So it's, I don't know. I was hoping, because I think when I did the blog post for the brown one, my opinion was also, I don't really know what to say about this, because it works, it's fun, but it, you get what you get. And I was hoping in making the second one, I'd have really passionate feelings either way, but I don't know. So basically, who I would recommend this for, like I said, if you're doing like a crafternoon with friends, because you could easily do this with a couple drinks. Like, it's not hard, especially if your friends know what they're doing, or if you have like crafty friends there to kind of do their bit a little bit, you know what I mean? Yeah. If you have friends that you want to do a little bit of crafting with, it's not the worst kit I've done. Especially if you have non-crafty friends and you come up with a stylish bag, and that's what matters. If you have never made a bag before, I suppose that's part of the merit of it, because you can kind of see how things assemble together. So the verdict is, I don't know, and I'm going to stop rambling about it, but thank you for hanging out with me. If you want to stick around, I'm doing every day in December, and usually Fridays I talk about kind of all my progress in projects through the week. So if you are interested in that, please stick around, subscribe, find me on Instagram to see how I wear these if we're ever allowed to go outside again. Well, we are, but anyway, talk to you later. Bye.